What's up, everybody? Welcome back to STD, Something to Do. I'm Noah. That's Michael. And today, we have an update.
Yeah.
So you want to explain the situation?
Okay, so I have to think about this, actually. I don't know. I'm going to try to get this posted after the concert video for context. But in case that doesn't happen, we went to a concert.
Yeah!
It was unbelievable. One of the greatest experiences
Our
of my
first
entire
time,
life.
both of our first times at a concert.
Yeah.
Literally probably the best time in my life. Because it was like ADHD for everybody at once.
Oh, yeah. Right. I lost my voice. It was... Oh.
He really did.
Oh, yeah, it's bad. You'll see that if I post the video. We got to see TX2.
And then it was Avatar.
Then Ice Nine.
That's who we went to see, Ice Nine, but the other guys were amazing too.
And then we saw In This Moment, and just, oh my god.
In This Moment was probably... I know we went to see Ice Nine, but In This Moment was probably my favorite.
Everyone absolutely killed it. Ice Nine was my favorite, but, I mean, it's hard to even say, because everyone did so good.
They really did.
Like, I had never even heard of TX2 before, and I loved it.
Oh yeah, I didn't hear of any of the other three, so...
But yeah, long story short, the concert was a great experience. It's what after that we're talking.
Okay, so some background context. My windsweepers on my car a few months ago just decided to not work. Now, it wasn't the passenger side, it was only the driver's side one. So, the important one. And I didn't get it fixed for a while, but the day after the concert, I was supposed to get it fixed. At a shop or whatever. Now, before any of this, me and Michael went to AutoZone to replace the wipers, and clearly they didn't put it on good enough or something, because we were driving home, and it started to rain, so it was like, okay, whatever, just put the one wiper on, and it flew off.
Yeah. Not home from the concert, by the way. This was a while back.
Yeah, this was like 2 months ago.
Yeah.
But anyway, so we had no wipers when we went to the concert. And
that wasn't the problem on the way up.
It wasn't issue on the way up.
It was a little cloudy on the way up, maybe a little, sprinkle, but, nothing serious
right.
at all. We had a blast.
But then it was, 11 to 12 at night?
It was, 11:30.
And it started to pour.
Yeah. Well, we started driving, and it was only, drizzling. Right?
Yeah, and then it started to pour. And it was only, 2, turns that we, away from the concert. And... this street had no lights on it, so I couldn't see the wooden toll booth just pop up out of nowhere, and I hit the curb and slammed into it.
And so let me give you this from my perspective, too, because this was funny. So I'm directions. It's just the two of us. Okay. Oh, 1 sec.
Okay.
So I was talking.
Yeah, you were giving your perspective.
Yeah. So, yeah, it had to have just been, the second turn. And I'm looking at the phone because I'm directions. I'm not being irresponsible. But, we were also really tired, It was
yeah.
You see at the end of the video, we're, fucking dead. So I'm looking at the phone, and next thing you know, I feel a boom. And, everything happened, it happened in the span of, 3 seconds. But it felt so slow for me. It felt like it happened, 3 seconds with 10 seconds.
It was like that music.
Yeah, so I felt the boom, and I was like, what was that?
Yeah.
And so we kind of flew, right? We kind of flew.
We kind of, did a little bunny hop into the building.
Yeah, into the building. And then it's crash. Obviously, we pushed the whole thing off the flooring.
We did.
But the best part of this is, only my airbag went off.
Yeah, mine didn't go off.
It didn't go off. So I swear to God, man, it was like Mike Tyson sucker punched me in the jaw.
Because I've had an airbag go off on my face too, and I left a scar like that for 3 months.
Yeah, see, I didn't get cut. Well, I got my chin a little.
Because of the lining of the airbag, so it went.
Yeah, but I swear to God, man, it was like I got sucker punched.
What really got us both was the dust from the airbag.
Then the dust came out. So I'm frazzled, obviously. So are you. You're in shock. I'm apologizing. I'm not apologizing, but I'm so sorry, dude. That sucks.
I'm freaking out. I'm like...
Yeah, we're in New York. We live in Massachusetts. It's a 1.5 hour drive, So,
yeah.
And we've never really done this before, so it was really a panic. So what do I do?
At least we didn't crash in New Jersey.
Right?
Imagine.
Oh my God.
We're like, Mom,
We're in New Jersey.
Can you come get us?
Nah.
It's like, nah, you have to wait for tomorrow for that.
Right. So we're in the car. It's filled with smoke, like filled, like someone like.
Oh yeah.
And what do? I roll down the window and stick my head out. No one's just sitting there like, can we get out? So I open the door and we get out, and so we're like,
Michael can put up pictures of what the car looked like afterwards. I can
Yeah.
send him the pictures.
yeah. One of the first things Noah says once we get out is, "Was there anyone in the toll booth?" Because that thing was fucking wrecked. If someone was in there, they'd die.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't see how they'd live past that.
I don't even like to realize this is my first immediate response. Was anybody in the toll booth?
Yeah, and I checked. No one was in the toll booth, luckily. So, yeah, you can continue.
But yeah, then obviously I was freaking out because
Yeah.
I was worried my grandma would, because my grandma's the one who gave me the car, so I was worried that she'd absolutely destroy me. But she didn't. So.
Yeah. We tried calling everyone on our contacts.
Oh my
list.
god, yeah, and nobody was picking up. My brother picked up eventually, and
Yeah.
then he notified my mother, and then they went, or him and my stepdad come to pick us up.
Apparently, I called my mother a total of 12 times. Which, it wasn't her fault. It was a whole situation. So,
Oh.
I know that now. But, I was like, since when? Since when?
Just of course that has to happen then.
They're probably all hanging out in a, Wi-Fi-less area. But it was a sucky situation. I mean, and the iconic car that was...
I know,
All
because
these
that
videos
was like,
recorded.
yeah. But now it's gone.
Yeah, so...
Don't worry, I got everything out of the car too. So like the kind of things that were in the car are still out. So
Yeah, but it was so iconic, just seeing the driveway and then do a video. It was good time. Now we're at a bus stop.
I was gonna say, no, this is gonna have to be our place.
That's so sad. Oh man. So, I mean, overall, it was a good night.
It was.
Nothing too good can
You
happen.
know
without
what it
something.
reminds me of? It reminds me of when Fluffy went to India and he was like, it's like the perfect well-rounded experience because you see good things, you see horrible things, and you see stuff that's in between. So honestly, it's
yeah, it's pretty much that. First car crash and concert in one night, Noah didn't tell you, so I'm gonna make the joke. When we were there, so the cops showed up. Obviously, we got there were 5 cruisers.
Oh, yeah.
It wasn't
Yeah.
that serious. I mean, holy, but
they were all nice though. They were everybody there is really nice.
pretty much, yeah. Everyone was pretty nice. But so Noah's a humor guy, especially when he's stressed. If you can make him laugh, that'll help a lot.
Yeah.
So he says that, and the first thing that comes to my mind is, well, you know how you got 1,000 Hot Wheels in the truck? So if you think about it, you kind of crashed 1,000 cars at once. And he laughed, so that was funny.
It was great. It was great.
Yeah.
I remember my a few days later, my aunt called me obviously to see what happened, to talk about it, and she made because she was like, oh, there was one time where I was driving my grandma's car and I crashed into a tree, and then that tree launched me into a gravestone.
What? That's awesome.
And the tree is still bent today, she said.
That's
But then
so
she made the
cool.
joke, just like, at least we'll never forget your first concert.
That's so true. Yeah, unforgettable for sure.
But everybody was taking it lightly because
Really?
they all went through a similar experience. Like my mom crashed into a telephone pole because she when she was going to turn, she hit the accelerator instead of the brake by accident. I was in the car for that one. And then my grandma backed into a few things before. My dad.
My mom has driven into a bush, a guardrail, 2 guardrails, and a car. So,
There was one time. This wasn't my grandma's fault. This was the other people's fault. But there was one time we were driving and we were going up. We had this steep hill and the street next to us.
Yeah.
Where where Chrysanthemums is.
Yeah.
And
my mom ran into.
And you know how there's that stop sign there on the other side.
Yeah.
So these people, so my grandma goes to go right, and she's gonna go turn this way, but these people don't stop at the stop sign, so they keep going and they slam into the side of my grandma's car. Not the orange one; it was a silver SUV.
Wow.
But and obviously my grandma, my grandma is. She went off.
Oh no.
It's like,
Yeah.
Screaming in Spanish.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, my mom's very territorial about her car.
Yeah, my grandma's like that too. She's like, don't let anybody use your car, no matter who it is. Don't let anybody but you use your car.
I mean, that's valid.
Yeah.
Mean, you know,
like I get it. I get where it's coming from, but I'm like,
if I was driving and I crashed your car, I would never forgive myself. I'm already very hard on myself as it is, so I'd never let myself down for that. And I know your grandma would probably never let me down for that.
I felt so bad for you because you weren't wearing a seatbelt.
Yeah, I wasn't.
And I didn't even think about that, while we were driving.
Yeah, I think I definitely had a little bit of whiplash because in my
head I make the joke that my car was like. My car knew I was wearing a seatbelt, so it didn't launch the airbag, but it knew you weren't, so it launched the airbag.
I know, right? No, that's kind of valid. Yeah.
But I felt so bad because it's like, what if it didn't, and you just launched out the window into the building?
That would have been funny, though. I mean, hey, what can you do? But, yeah.
You can just show a clip of somebody launching out. Like a GTA clip, because if you hit a car too hard in GTA, sometimes you just fly out the window.
Fly out, it's great. I love that. But yeah, I mean, I think we pretty much covered everything.
Yeah.
Well, his car was totaled. And
it was totaled.
Impounded.
Yeah, it's gone forever now.
Yeah.
The car that's been serving us for 2 years.
You should have saved the license plates.
We did.
You did? Let's go. You should put it on your wall.
We have to bring him. You have to bring him back to the DMV.
No, really?
Yeah. I'll take a picture of him though.
Okay, fair enough. Damn, legendary. So yeah, end of an era for sure.
For real, definitely. That car has brought us so many places.
Oh yeah, good.
I'm glad we got the New Jersey trip into that car. That's a 4-hour drive.
That was a hell of a ride, man.
Yeah.
That was a hell of a ride. Yeah, and we got some videos in there.
Yeah.
And you know, new cars to come.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I
kind of hope I do get this one that me and Mom were seeing because it looks really, really nice.
What color was it?
It was silver. There was a blue SUV there too, but that one was like $14,000.
Save money.
And it came with some bells and whistles and stuff like that, but which is why it was so expensive. But also the seats were leather again, and honestly, I kind of prefer the other seats because leather gets hot and sticky.
Right.
The other car, I don't know, I just like the way the other car looked better, anyways.
Yeah. Man, it's good.
They both had like that sparkle shine to them. You see like a new car. They both had that on it.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah. It's gonna be weird seeing you drive a different car.
I know. I'm gonna pull up and you're like, "What the fuck is that?"
I ain't getting in there. Open the trunk.
You can't fit in that one.
Yeah.
Well, maybe you can.
Oh man, I probably can. I'm gonna miss the trunk of his car was gigantic.
Yeah.
We'd go in rides in there. It was awesome.
Yeah. Oh, we never took a video of that. We should take a video of that.
There's so many things we should have done. Times are changing, man. No more they sell cookies. No more car.
So much has happened.
Yeah. Yeah.
I keep going out of frame.
I'm having a midlife crisis. This is too much change for me. But yeah, I mean, I think we pretty much said everything we want to say. Only 14
I'm sure the video will be hilarious when he puts all the editing in.
Yeah, I'll do what I can. Anyways, hope you guys will support us and like and subscribe because we enjoy making these videos.
Yeah.
No one's totally listening. No, it's fine.
Why am I squinting so much?
It's bright out. You don't have the shade of your car angle.
But yeah, it's been fun.
It's been fun.
It's been a journey.
Yeah. So we'll see you guys in the next video.
See you, peeps.
I hope you enjoyed our trauma. See you guys.